May I come in, sir?
Yeah, please come.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please sit.
Thank you, sir.
Manisha, I was reading the news that one female tourist was raped in Jharkhand,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
And today somebody has commented that Indians should be ashamed of themselves. Now they are treating foreign women like they treat their own women. What do you have to say to this?
Yes, sir. Today I also read this headline on the newspaper, and so it is very unfortunate that such events are happening. However, I don't agree with this statement that they are treating foreign women as they treat their own women. Women are well respected in India. There are few issues which needs to be curbed, but we have given the status of goddess to women.
That is a paradox in India. We'll take the example of Bengal. Bengal worship of goddesses is Durga, Kali, Saraswati, one after the other.
Yes.
Correct? And yet, maximum trafficking of women takes place from Bengal. Maximum number of widows are sent to Mathura and Vrindavan from Bengal. NCRB data shows that crime against women in Bengal is very high, except Calcutta, possibly. So, how do you explain this paradox that plenty of goddess worship, on the other hand, very high in crime against women?
So, sir, I think there are two major reasons for this. Sir, one would be at individual level. The values, somewhere we are losing our values and we are treating women in such a way. So, sir, I think for this we should promote value education starting at the level from the family. So,
Do you
apart
think
from this,
education is the answer to everything? Because many educated people also believe in very outdated ideas. If education could take care of everything, we would have less of the caste issues, we would be less communal, we would be more gender equal. So, in spite of so much progress in education, why are we still so backward in attitude?
so, sir, I feel definitely education is not the only answer to various problems, but it is one of the good thing which can lead us towards finding the solution to that problem. And education is definitely important for that. However, education, the kind of education we are providing, that should be improved. Like value education should be provided starting.
Now, you are talking about value education. Even
Yes,
in
sir.
our UPSC GS paper 4 is ethics.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that almost everybody who is joining the civil service is ethical?
Sir, the minimum standards which are being tested under the ethics paper, I think they are good. However, we cannot say that everybody who is joining is ethical, because otherwise we would not be finding the cases of corruption.
I remember reading an article in the Indian Express. It was an editorial
Yes, sir.
saying that civil servants are supposed to be role models, etc.
Yes, sir.
And yet, male civil servants demand and get the highest dowries. How do you explain that?
Yes, sir. So this is very unfortunate because, sir, I think the reason behind this, why this is happening, is because when a person thinks of joining this service, so they see the investment which they have given.
What investment have I given? I've just studied and passed the exam.
No, sir, this is wrong. Sir, this is wrong. But
As a civil servant, I'm supposed to know that the Dowry Prohibition Act, under that act, accepting dowry is a crime.
yes, sir.
So, what is wrong with the ethical mindset of civil servants that they demand and get the highest dowries in the country?
Yes, sir. So one of the reason can be the peer pressure also. Like they see their colleagues are getting this much dowry, so they are not able to resist that. However, that is wrong. This should not be the case.
How do you deal with my last question? How do you deal with this problem of civil servants demanding and getting huge dowries? What would you suggest to deal with this?
Sir, certainly dowry under the Dowry Prohibition Act and under the conduct rules also is being prohibited. So strict enforcement of those things can be done. Sir, secondly, a culture of not taking dowry should be promoted. Like even in services, there are cases of civil servants marrying without taking any dowry. Those cases should be highlighted.
Are
So
those
that-
exceptions?
Sir, at present a bit, but sir, they should be highlighted because cases.
Done. Thank you.
So,
Yes. Manisha, you are working as BDPO in Haryana. Huh?
yes, sir, I got selected as BDPO. Then I was undergoing training, and in the meantime, I got selected in the executive in the Haryana Civil Services only, and I'm undergoing training for the HCS executive at HIPAA.
Okay, now you have been now main SCS you have come.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you tell me, Manisha, how do you develop a model village?
So,
Suppose you are a district collector in Gurgaon.
yes, sir.
You want to develop a model village so that other can emulate it. How will you do that?
Sir, a model village, I would use the latest technology. Like I would try to inculcate solar panels in it. It would be a mix of equal greenery and equivalent development. A model
Is there
village.
any scheme of Government of India for promoting solar energy in rural areas?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Sir, PM Kusum Yojana is also
Yes,
promoting.
you are right.
Yes,
What
sir.
is that Yojana?
Sir, under this we are promoting solar panels
For what
on the
purpose?
farm.
For what
land.
purpose?
Sir, for the electricity generation.
For tube wells and for
Yes, sir.
irrigation.
Tube wells and yes, sir.
Okay, one point is you continue with that now. You come. Solar energy, use of solar energy in the village.
Yes, sir.
What else?
Yes, sir. Sir, apart from this, on the
First, you tell me what are the basic parameters for a model village in your mind?
sir, economically self-sufficient, and sir, apart from them, socially progressive, a balance of environmental conservation and side-by-side development also.
In villages, one of the major problem is sanitation also,
Yes, sir.
cleanliness. And you see lot of, there is no proper sewage or no proper water logging is there. So what will you do to deal with that type of problem?
Yes, sir. Sir, we can promote cleanliness drives. So apart from them, that regular checking of the ponds can be done.
One Government of India launched Swachhta Abhiyan,
Yes, sir. Swachh Bharat.
है ना,
Abhiyan.
Swachh Bharat Abhiyan.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it has any impact in rural areas?
Yes, sir. It did had a good impact on rural
In what
areas.
form?
So in the form of so people have started using toilets, open defecation free. Many villages are open defecation free now. So that is
These
a positive
toilets are
impact.
really functional. Many toilets are, people say, are not functional due to various reasons. What is being in that district, you must have seen yourself. What is your experience?
Sir, yes, sir. There might be exceptions wherein the toilets are not functional, but sir, I think it has provided toilets to many people, and people are using it also, and especially for women, it has been very functional.
Okay, especially about Haryana, you say, what is the three strengths of Haryana?
Sir, I would say the sports culture of Haryana is its strength.
One.
It's also sir, apart from this,
Okay, three challenges for Haryana. What are the three problems or challenges before Haryana, which you think are 1, 2, 3? Not details, 1, 2, 3.
sir, three challenges for Haryana. One would be the high unemployment rate. Second would
Okay.
be poor sex ratio, and sir, third would be
That has not improved over the period or not?
yes, sir. It has improved recently. It crossed 900 mark, but also still
Okay,
we
further
need to
improvement.
improve. Yes,
And
sir.
what else?
Sir, regional disparity is there in Haryana. Like some regions are more economically developed and
Okay.
some are not.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Manisha, any contact with chemistry? You have done BSc Honours in Chemistry.
Yes, sir.
You remember or forgotten, because why did you decide in the first place? You scored very well in BSc Honours, no? Good marks. So why did you decide to switch?
So, sir, when I read the syllabus of all the optionals, so, sir, the syllabus for chemistry was it included the bachelor's and master's in chemistry.
So to start with, you were not like prepared to go into the field of science. You had taken it only as a subject, no, to help you in the civil services. Is it so?
No, sir. Sir, initially I wanted to pursue chemistry, but later on, when I got to know about civil services, my inclination developed towards it. And then I saw the syllabus of chemistry in as an optional in civil services. It was including masters also. Matlab,
Yeah,
very
naturally.
few topics were from masters level, and I didn't pursue masters in chemistry, so I chose sociology as my optional.
Now you studied in University of Delhi. You have seen, like, are people inclined or interested in go into higher studies in science, field of science, any of the science subject, or they are mostly like changing over even if in the beginning they take science? What is the general profile? Are they interested to study science and go further?
Sir, in my personal experience, I have seen that yes, people are interested in pursuing science further because in my class also, we had a class of 35 students and almost around 25 or more than 25 people have pursued higher studies and they are doing their research in science. Yes, sir. Sir, but I am not very sure of the broader level profile of how many students are taking. As much as I know, I think more needs to be done so that
Yeah,
more
University
students
of
will
Delhi
take.
is one of the better universities, so
Yes,
there are
sir.
better kind of opportunities. But do you think that people pursuing science as their career option, they have limitations, they don't get good careers? Is it true?
So one major issue I think in pursuing further science would be that the basic pay level is very low. And sir, apart from being low, it starts at a very higher age. Like when you are 26, 27, when you are doing
You have
the
to at least do
PhD.
PhD.
Yes, sir. Then only you start you start getting the stipend. So that is one of the reason why people drop out from science and after graduation they look for job and they change their career.
Do you think that it is very important that universities need to have good contact with industries to, because now government has a huge, very ambitious scheme of developing India as a semiconductor hub. Now there are a lot of limitations government is facing because there is some report that between science and industry there is hardly much connect. And I saw some report on this connect. In case of India, in a group of 130 countries, it is somewhere near 67, 68. So who will be the culprit? Like, we have so much effort from the very beginning. CSIR was set up as a nodal organization with a chain of so many labs across the country. What do you think that CSIR failed because it is offering JRF, SRF and all, everything?
Yes, sir.
So was it a mandate of CSIR to develop a connect between industries and universities?
Yes, sir. There is a lack between there is a typical industry academia gap. So even when the students are graduate, they are not equipped with the relevant skills which they need to work in an industry. Sir, CSR is also doing very good in this direction. It was made for that. But sir, yes, sir, there are certain steps which we need to take to improve it further to bridge this gap.
Now, if you are posted as a municipal commissioner, uh, what will be your priority in that urban area?
Okay, so
Yes.
sir, in that in any urban area,
Town or city?
yes, sir. Sir, First of all, it would be, sir, as we are saying, there is lots of uh, traffic congestion in urban areas. So I would try to manage that. So secondly, my focus area would be to improve the green spaces in urban areas which are lacking. And sir, third, um, sir, these two I can recall
Samesh?
as well.
Okay, all right, yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
Manisha,
sir.
you come from Gurgaon,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So Gurgaon, home of Aravali's,
Yes, sir.
right? So what is the Haryana's issue with the Aravali conservation?
Sir, the encroachment of Aravallis is one issue. Uh,
No, but Haryana has issued a notification
yes, sir. Sir, but
favoring encroachments, and they want to even set up a safari
yes, sir.
in the Aravali's. So, how will Aravali's survive? Anyway, what are the issues? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, one major issue would be in my view, would be the encroachment of Aravallis, which is happening. So this is one issue. So secondly, the Aravali Biodiversity Park, which we are trying. So sir, for that, the maintenance needs to be upgraded because at present, Aravali is not capable of holding the amount of tourist rush which would come in via the safari park. So if we are promoting that, we should take care of the other things also.
Okay, that's all.
So I can recall it.
What is the issue of Shamlat land in Aravali's? Are you aware of what is Shamlat land?
So Shamlat land, I'm not sure.
Okay,
but
then you
I
leave it.
think- Yes, sir.
In that case, you will get confused. Okay, Gurgaon is the richest place in the whole of Haryana, with the highest contribution to the Haryana's GDP, right?
Yes, sir.
And Mewat is next door.
Yes, sir.
Mewat district is surrounded by national highways, dotted with huge industries, employing thousands of people, lakhs of people rather. Tell me, why is still Mewat backward, so backward? What are the reasons for that?
Okay, so one reason would be the social composition of social indicators that education is very poor in the literacy rate is very low in Mewat. So that is one
So
of
what
them.
is the literacy rate of Haryana
Sir, it is 76%.
and Mewat?
Sir, I'm not exactly sure, but it
Okay.
is amongst the lowest.
Among the lowest.
Yes, sir.
So one is education, then
Yes, sir. So secondly, I think then again proper skilling is not given to the youth. They indulge in other activities like ransom calling, cyber attacks. They get involved there.
now do you think
Yes, sir.
on the one hand the youth is uneducated,
Yes, sir.
not educated. On the other hand, you are saying they commit highly skilled cyber crimes. So why such paradox? Mewat has become the largest hub of cyber crimes in the country.
Yes, sir.
So why does it happen? Are there graduate engineers sitting idle there and committing these crimes?
Sir, I think, sir, I'm not very, I have not read on depth on this topic, but I think this can be the reason that they're not getting a good job. But the people who employ them for doing such activities, they give them basic training skills, so they are able to conduct such cyber attacks.
Okay, so you mean to say it's an industry going on.
Yes.
There are cyber crime industrialists who employ these foot soldiers. That is what you want me to believe.
Sir, it can be the case.
It can be the case. Okay. Now tell me, within Gurgaon, if I have to, within the Gurgaon district, if I have to visit 4 historical sites, which would those be?
Sir, within Gurgaon,
Gurgaon district?
Gurgaon district. Okay, so um,
Chalo, anyway, think about it. Okay.
Manisha, I'll start with your extracurriculars.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have been quite active in NCC.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me 3 or 4 highlights of this year's Republic Day parade?
Sir, highlights related to NCC.
No, in general,
Okay, sir.
this year's Republic Day parade,
Yes, sir.
any 2, 3, 4, whatever you can recollect, highlights of that parade.
Sir, I'm not exactly able to recall it now. I'm sorry.
Okay. You need to look into it,
Yes, sir.
because it was basically based on theme of women empowerment.
Yes, sir.
Another query related to that parade. We witness flag ceremony on Republic Day as well as Independence Day.
Yes, sir.
Is there any difference in the 2 flag ceremonies, or are they the same?
Sir, I'm not sure of it. I'm sorry, sir. I have
Okay.
not noticed it.
Well, I'll graduate to Parliament. You have been at the Panchayat level also.
Yes, sir.
Women's reservation at the Panchayat level,
Yes, sir.
you might have seen the
Yes, sir.
working also. Recently, a bill was passed for women's reservation in the Parliament.
Yes, sir.
Going by the experience of the Panchayat level, do you think this reservation will lead to any substantive changes?
Yes, sir. Sir, we have provided reservation to women at panchayat level, but however, there have been concerns like sarpanch patis and women just being a symbolic head. However, sir, in my opinion, the reservation bill which has recently been passed, sir, it is a good step, sir, because if more women will have a representation in the parliament, so it will promote other women also to come into the public sphere and fight elections. So apart from this, so the concepts like sarpanch patis and all, yes, they exist at grassroots level. However, we have seen that women who gets elected once, they have a tendency to get elected again and again, and gradually the power shifts to herself. So that should, I think that is a good step.
Okay. This being election year for the country,
Yes, sir.
the topic of discussion these days is one nation, one election.
Yes, sir.
And there's a committee which is examining this issue. Are you aware?
Yes, sir, I'm aware of the issue. I am sorry, I'm not able to recall the name of the committee.
You're not aware what committee is looking into this?
Yes, sir. Sir.
If I can give a hint,
Yes, sir. Sir.
ex-president
Yes, sir.
is
Sir.
chairing it,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
And the committee has sort of finalized its recommendations. They were in the news 3-4 days back.
Yes, sir.
Did you come across that?
Yes, sir.
What are the recommendations?
Sir, the committee was majorly in the favor of one nation, one election.
What is your view?
Sir, I feel one nation, one election would disrupt the federal principles of the of our country. Like, how will we decide which we would have to shorten or lengthen the periods of legislative assemblies of many states. So, sir, in my opinion, what can be done? We can have elections on 2.5 years. Like we can club few state legislative assemblies with one cycle and others with the other cycle.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Manisha. When is your interview?
So 9th of April.
This will be your first UPSC interview?
Yes, sir.
Given any other mocks?
So this is the second mock which I'm doing, and first mock also I gave in the morning today.
Only today.
Yes, sir.
What feedback did you get there?
Sir, I need to work upon the factual knowledge and confidence.
Are you nervous?
Very,
Sir,
very.
ज़्यादा nervous हो गया.
Why are you so nervous? That's the first thing I noticed.
yes, sir.
You are already in service.
Sir, I was not able to prepare for it because I was in service. We have applied for EOL.
What will you prepare for? You don't even know what the board will ask you.
How can you prepare?
That will give confidence if you are prepared.
भाई prepared नहीं हो तो ज़्यादा धाकड़ होगे कि आप prepared तो है नहीं, ठोक के जवाब देंगे.
I mean, normally we say that preparation for the interview will mean look at your tab carefully, be aware of your current affairs. Barring this, there's no preparation as such. Correct?
Yes, sir.
You're a good candidate, but you are unnecessarily nervous. To the extent the way you are sitting, it looks like you want to get up and run.
Okay, sir.
You're leaning forward all the time.
Okay, sir.
Most of the time you kept your hands very stiff. Only in the later part there was some hand movement.
Okay.
Is this sort of deliberate or natural?
Sir, deliberate because I've heard it from here and there that we should keep our hands like this.
And
And there should be.
how will that benefit?
So I've heard that there should not be many hand movements because it doesn't give a good impression. So that is why I was keeping it.
Within your space, you can do that. Not like this, but
Okay, sir.
within here.
A little bit of hand movement along with talking is a natural thing, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's the most natural. We all do that.
Yes, sir.
So here why be artificial? See what is happening, what I've been telling a lot of other candidates also is that I'm looking at both your verbal and non-verbal communication.
Yes, sir.
So even if your verbal communication is good and non-verbal is artificial, it creates a very negative kind of. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Let me negative. Like he said, you don't have to wave your hand all over, but a bit of hand movement is natural in any two people talking.
Yes, sir.
Would you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
2-3 things I've noted down. And because you are nervous, you look extremely serious.
Okay, sir.
Are you serious by nature or is it your nervousness?
So I'm not so serious by nature.
You're
Yes,
looking
I am too
extremely
nervous.
serious.
She has done NCC, she can't be serious by nature.
वो लगता ही नहीं है.
Give smile. You are a little bit nervous.
आंखों में तो शरारत है.
Give a good signal. Okay.
DAP I've already written, like he asked you about Haryana.
हरियाणा का तो कर लो.
So even I don't belong to Haryana, but I can immediately tell you 3 strengths and 3 weaknesses. Very basic. I think it's born out of your nervousness. I mean, of
Yes,
course,
sir.
you belong to Haryana, you know. Now that Ramnath
Yes, sir. Ramnath
committee should
Kovind
have
sir's
been
committee. Sir,
one of the most obvious things that is happening around. In one question that I asked you, that rape of that Spanish tourist,
yes, sir.
and then I gave you that statement which somebody has put on social media that Indians, the way they treat their own women, they are treating
The
on-
other than that.
You said no, in India by and large it's okay, respected, etc., etc. Is that your genuine opinion or you are trying to balance things?
Sir, in my view, I thought कि जो वो statement है कि the way Indians are treating their own women, they are treating other women, तो वो थोड़ा वो इंडिया को बहुत ही खराब लाइट में दिखा रही है.
That was not the point. Point
Yes,
was
sir.
in your opinion. जो इंडिया को किस लाइट में दिखा रहा है is immaterial.
Okay, sir.
आपका ओपिनियन क्या है?
Yes, sir. Sir, यही मतलब कि बहुत ही गलत चीज़ है and मतलब.
हाँ, if you genuinely believe कि Indian men treat their women badly, you should be confident enough to say it. मुझे लगा कि वो थोड़ा artificial सा आंसर था.
Okay.
Am I right?
Okay, sir.
Was it?
Sir, I felt कि वो मैं उस statement के हिसाब से I started answering कि
You are answering in terms of India's image, not
Yes,
in
sir.
terms of your own opinion.
yes sir.
तो अगर opinion मांग रहे हैं, you should offer your opinion. नहीं तो वो दिख जाता है. Any board will be able to see that it's not your opinion. वो घुमा कर आगे you are trying to balance things. Don't do that. And depending on UPSC में the distance of the chair, थोड़ी voice volume if it's a bit higher.
Okay sir.
might help को देख लेना वहाँ पे कितना distance है.
जी sir. So was I audible अभी clearly?
You are audible थोड़ा सा.
Okay, a bit.
वहाँ चल जाओगी तो वहाँ देख लेना distance कितना.
ठीक है sir.
You have any question?
Sir, जैसे smile मतलब should I smile more?
Don't force yourself to smile.
Yes. sir.
Natural.
लेकिन मैंने वही कहा ना, as you said, keep yourself natural.
Okay sir.
Hand movement, smile like you would do in an ordinary conversation. Nobody is asking you to become totally informal.
Yes,
लेकिन
sir.
natural definitely yes.
Yes sir.
और कुछ?
Yes sir. So that's all. Sir, वो जो question आपने पूछा था one nation one election, तो सर उसमें जब मैंने पढ़ा था कि pros ये cons ये तो ये मुझे बहुत ही balanced opinion लगा था कि 2.5 years में जिन स्टेट्स का पहले हो रहा है तो उनका वैसे करके, जिनका एक्सटेंड हो रहा है उनका लीव करके, तो वो सर फाइन.
Federalism.
First, you read the recommendations of that draft committee, right?
So,
And on that basis, you form your opinion.
yes sir.
It can be for or against.
Yes sir.
You just have to back it up with your reasoning,
Okay sir.
right?
Opinion?
Not, not necessary that it should be 2.5.
Yes sir.
Only a slight change in the provisions, current provisions, that midterm poll, if required in any state,
Yes sir.
right, will not be valid for another 5 years,
The remaining term.
only for the remaining term. That will take care of that.
This is already there in the provisions regarding panchayats and municipalities.
Yes sir.
Yes.
Yes sir.
उसका थोड़ा ख्याल रखना अगर ऐसा सवाल आता है.
हाँ जी सर.
Correct?
Yes sir.
You do a good job. All the best. और कुछ anything else you want?
सर थोड़ा सा अगर आप डैफ डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, अगर इफ़ यू डोंट हैव पॉजिटिव.
Identity.
सर डैफ से थोड़ी सी चीज़ें पूछनी थी मुझे कि कैसे, हाउ शुड आई गो अबाउट इट. सर जैसे कि एक तो अभी आई एम अंडरगोइंग ट्रेनिंग और आई एम अंडरगोइंग ट्रेनिंग फॉर एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड सर अभी मैंने लीव के लिए अप्लाई किया हुआ है, तो अभी वहाँ पर मेरी ट्रेनिंग कुछ 10-15 दिन की हुई है, सो आई डोंट नो मच अबाउट इट. तो मेरे को कितना डिटेल में जाना है.
तो बता दो आप कि भाई आई एम अंडर
You have to say that I am. Yes. इसमें be honest.
You know what you need to do is look at your DAF yourself. Mark the keywords. Just mark the keywords. You have time. Based on those keywords, prepare a list of questions that come to your mind, right? And then think of answers for those. There will be many. Where you come from, which are the issues, local issues. Aravali's, obviously you are in Gurgaon, so
Yes,
lot of
sir.
questions. And your DAF says you were in Palwal, Faridabad, lot of demolitions in the Aravali's going on. So it's natural for people to ask.
But technicalities of your job nobody will ask you. और अगर कोई पूछता भी है कहते हैं मेरे 15 दिन में ट्रेनिंग. Be honest about it.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
nobody will ask you.
You
Like
should be
Shamlat
truthful.
land, if you didn't
Yes,
know, I didn't persist.
हाँ बात खत्म होगी. And you are not supposed to know everything. अगर कुछ नहीं आता साफ बोल दो. I am sorry. Done?
Okay, sir. Yes.
All the best.
Thank
Good
you,
luck to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.